Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. And I want to show some more footage from Portland of cops rioting, beating people up. Now, I want to underscore how important it is to understand that all of these protests could be quelled in the snap of a finger. You remember that $3.5 trillion bailout that they did a couple months ago that we saw the table scraps of? If the government wanted to, if politicians wanted to, they could alleviate all of the problems that led to this uprising in an instant. A lot of these people lost their homes. A lot of these people lost their jobs. A lot of these people lost friends and family to police violence and brutality. Enough is enough. Cliches and platitudes, that time is over. The era of the neoliberal, the era of Barack Obama is over. We need to demand that the government do its job, because as of right now, this is a failed state. We do not live in a functioning government. This is an anarcho-capitalist hellhole, and it just so happens that the richest people control all the institutions and are sending death squads to Portland, Oregon. Now again, the death squads and the Gestapo units being sent to Portland are causing a feedback loop. Again, they can just cut another $3.5 trillion check and give every American, say, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month during the duration of the rest of this crisis, which will be occurring much longer because of the failure of this government. They could do that with the snap of a finger, but they're choosing not to. Again, I need to underscore this. This is a feedback loop. Spending the millions of dollars that it costs to send these Gestapo units to Portland, that money can be spent on actually helping the people of Portland or the people of America to actually thrive and survive. But they're not. And as a result, it is getting more and more unstable. It is a feedback loop. Again, more cops, more protesters. More cops, more protesters. More cops, more protesters. How about we just flip this script and just get rid of the cops, right? It definitely, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be law enforcement. What I'm saying is that the establishment and the institution of law enforcement in this country is rotten to the core. That every single police officer that is on the ground in Portland is a fascist, garbage gangster. They need to be abolished in its current form, and we need to start over. And again, we can do this with the snap of a finger, but they don't want us to. They want us to starve. They want us to suffer. They want us to die, and they will do their part in doing that, in escalating that, and accelerating that. That's what you need to understand here. I wanted to make this video about the reasons why this uprising is occurring and how we can fix it. Now, as people, obviously we do not control the levers of power. We do not control the institutions, and that is the problem. And no election will fix that. Joe Biden will not fix that. Joe Biden will not do anything for us. Joe Biden will just decelerate the pace of the collapse of this empire. That is it. Now, I do think that deceleration is useful, but it is only useful if the people decide that there is not enough gained from a Biden administration. You need to spend this moment now convincing your liberal family members, convincing your liberal friends that Joe Biden will not help us, Joe Biden will not save us. We need to not repeat the mistakes of electing Barack Obama and putting liberals to sleep, ignoring what Obama was doing, and just letting the collapse of the empire crawl down and crumble into Donald Trump's presidency. We need to, while the Trump administration is still in power, convince everybody to be against the state. The Democrats are a controlled opposition party. They are not here to help us. They are here to make us feel safe and to placate us. And they are barely even doing that. What you need to understand is that when Joe Biden takes the levers of power, that he should not be respected. He should have to give his inauguration from a bunker, in the same way that Donald Trump hid in a bunker like a child, like a freak. Because that is what the office of the presidency deserves. It does not matter directly who is in the office of the presidency. It matters that we treat the office like it is a position of authority over an empire that is committing treason and war crimes on a daily basis. It doesn't matter who is president. What matters is that it is the presidency. Now, what we need to do as a collective is to stay safe. We need to prevent ourselves from being identified, from being rolled up, from being ganged on, from being assaulted. We need to organize. We need to be in congruence with one another. We need to be on the same page. We need to understand and we need to demand what we need to end this crisis. Because electoralism will not save us. But there is potential that we could apply enough pressure over the next 5 years, perhaps, to get what we need. But we should not settle for anything less than complete equality. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, and no politician will change that. What we need to do is push them. We need to shove them. We need to show them that if they do not do what we demand, that their positions of power will not be sustainable. Because we, the working class, we are the 99%. We control this economy. Trump and his goons can tell us to get back to work and to get back to school, but what are they going to do? Force us? I'd like to see them try. If we communicate, if we organize as effectively as we can in this moment, we can make this uprising a success. Thank you for watching.